Welcome to another morning broadcast. We've hit the end of the week. We've had a great week, and we're going to start off with the big picture. If this is your first time joining us live, we use a strategy where we master a few setups and we scan the market to look for tickers that offer that setup. So we don't focus on one or a few. You'll see us scanning. We are constantly looking for the tickers that offer the most momentum, volume, the best setups that we've mastered. So you may see us going from ticker to ticker. I will use a scanner and I'll talk through everything. So if you enjoy this stream, please like and subscribe. Smash that like button. You can check us out here on YouTube and also on Twitter. We've been live together since January, and I really enjoyed it. So let's zoom out real quick. I don't really have anything that's active. So we're going to zoom out and talk big picture. Okay. So if we look at what's happened big picture this week, so the market has grown more complacent around tariffs and trade wars, the discord between Powell and Trump. Trump has been launching and unleashing letters and threats to countries this entire week, but we see the market remain pretty much complacent. They're just shrugging it off. So I think that most of our biases that we've been holding for this week are still intact. We've just been within this range and prices have remained elevated. So I'm still looking at AI, quantum, and the names that are in that basket, especially those that follow the drivers like NVIDIA and others. So we'll still be looking at those, and it's the end of the week, so we'll see what we get. But that entire basket that we've been discussing, and I'll go through those individual stocks in a minute, those are still in play for me, and I'll be looking to trade those. All right. Now, something recently, Bitcoin has hit all-time highs, just ripped yesterday. So we're going to see the crypto-related stocks like Mara, Coin. Those are ripping up. So whenever Bitcoin starts to rally or we have a massive drop and there's more volatility, then you'll see us move over to the crypto-related stocks. So yesterday, I didn't catch it. I was pretty much done for the day on a few names that I'll talk about this morning. But later on in the afternoon, we actually were looking at, on the cross of VWAP here, on that break, we did enter. And then our first got stopped out. Then it gave another, it broke again. And then I think yesterday what happened is we entered on the, and then I told our group to cut, that I was going to cut. So yeah, got stopped out there, but then it pulled back through. That's what happened, and then it gave that consolidation and breaks, and for continuation. So Mara has remained elevated, and so we'll be looking at Mara and the crypto related equities for opportunities today. So all right. So that the basket that I'm talking about for that follows overall market, NVIDIA, et cetera. We're looking at BBAI, trading BBAI, and it initially started to rally last week, started to pick back up last week. So we had multiple trades on BBAI. We're looking at SOUN as well, so Soundhound, and then so those rallied and gave us some good plays. And then they started to short off. So we took advantage of some of these of the move out of the. They were ranging. So we had BBAI and SOUN within a range. And as it squeezed out, we took some plays to the upside there. And then it price sort of stalled against this resistance. And then it shorted 2 days in a row. So Wednesday, Thursday. So just going to keep my eye on it, see what we do. If we move sideways and maybe there's another leg higher, or if it drops. So this is going to just be more of a reactive trade on BBAI and SOUN. All right, now another one that really paid us out yesterday. Wait, let me talk about SoFi. Okay, so SoFi as well. So SoFi, we traded yesterday. It gave us some good plays. Then it moved sideways. So here, that opening range drive. So it had some good activity in the pre-market. It had broke above the previous day's high, and then that opening range breakout, and we had some consolidation there for another entry there. So we took that on our live call with our group together. So if this is your first time, drop me a comment. Let me know what you like me to take a look at, and if I can address it, then I will. Yeah. So welcome those that are joining us on Twitter. This is our first time streaming on there, so we just expanding the community, and welcome. We've been together since January, and we've been enjoying it. And normally our game plans are really good. I've developed a good skill for stock selection, and it's one of my strengths is stock selection. Big picture ideas, understanding macro, micro, economics, and what's going on in the economy, and what themes and sectors are in play. So that's helped us out in addition to the scanner, right? Gappers and gainers. Okay, so SoFi. And then yesterday, along with SoFi, one that moved even more was QS. So QS initially, it popped on the opening drive and then ranged for a bit. And then our first entry was here, trying to catch this breakout here. And then we cut quickly, and then it held. So we entered again, and then it just gave more entries and stair stepped. Really, really nice chart. So even with all of the tweets going out and discussion around tariffs and trade wars, we've been having some really, really clean charts. So QS still on the board for me. It's been holding up pretty well. So we'll see what happens for today. Okay, so that one is on the list. All right, so we talked AI. We ran through some of those names, and then we talked crypto-related stocks because Bitcoin is rising. So we looked at Mara, and now everything else is. Let me check. I just saw something pop up on the scan here. Okay, it's ZBAI just got active again. All right, so everything else I'm looking at are prior day runners or what popped up on the scan for today. So let's talk about today, and then we'll look at some of the stocks that we're running. So INKT, this one, I didn't get to the desk this morning until I had a family emergency last night. So one of my family members was in the hospital till late. So I didn't get to sleep early enough to get to my desk at the normal time. I normally get there like 5:30 in the morning so I can catch pre-market moves at 6 a.m. CST, 7 a.m. Eastern. So none of this I was involved in, but I was looking at it around here. So it dropped below VWAP, crossed, and it's just been in a range. Now this one spiked on news of it announced a publication of complete remission on a therapy for cancer, for testicular cancer. So we'll see if this continues to rise at the open or if it shorts off. So while it's in this range, I'm not doing anything now. I'll just wait to see what happens at the open to see if we have a push to the upside or not. As you all know, the life cycle of these stocks are, we have the front side and then they short off. So some of them squeeze up, like one I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, ABVE, but sometimes they just short off. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to be reactive. Okay, so ABVE is another one. And this one I didn't even see it at the top of the scan. It was on my list. I mean, it's popped. I mean, it's ran now, so it's higher than it was earlier. So ABVE, I watched it. So yesterday we were on our live call, and a student saw ABVE popped up. I was a little concerned. I saw some shorts on Twitter get blown out too, but I was concerned because of dilution on the merger. So there was a merger here. So we saw it pop, and I think it was like around here we're looking at taking our momentum play. So I kind of stepped aside on that one, and it worked out, and then it just kept going. And now it's rose even higher. So I was just taking a look at it for just pure technical order flow opportunities, knowing that big picture, this thing, it's likely to sell, just like Wolf. So Wolf announced bankruptcy. So like around here, and that thing just kept it squeezed up for a few days, 3 days in a row. We had rallies and then eventually shorted off. So I'm treating it like that. If I see a clear order flow opportunity, then I'm in. Otherwise, I won't trade it. So, yep. Somebody just talking about HOLO. Yeah. So, HOLO micro cloud. So micro cloud earlier, I was looking at the original spike, and then just when I was getting on this call, it started to move. So you may have caught that one. Started to break pre-market highs there. Yeah. So just quickly. So ABVE here. This is where we saw volume start to increase, breakout of this range here for scalps here, pulls back and hold again for more scalps. So I had several entries on ABVE, but again, I'm just being cautious. We'll see what happens at the open. And if the shorts get in and get squeezed again, then we'll go ahead and take it. But just keep in mind that it's not a long-term idea. It's just short-term, and that thing could flip. So don't get caught off guard. All right. So ABVE now, microcloud. So microcloud, it's rising on Bitcoin purchase. So Bitcoin's rising. So some of these stocks that are reporting that they've increased their Bitcoin holdings, then they may be in play. So we'll see as we get close to the open here what microcloud does. Okay, so we talked about INKT, microcloud. Another one that just kind of floating is SGN, same day sports here. And if I'm remembering correctly, yeah, this is all around. So this one's around blockchain. So we'll see on that one. And ZBAI is another one that just got active here. You see what the catalyst is. Let me look. While I do this, my challenge for everybody today is if you could only choose 2 tickers to trade and had to focus on quality, what would they be, right? Look for that. Look for the stock that has the best volume, catalyst, or lines up with your setup and trade that one. Give your attention to that stock. All right. So let's see what else we had here. Yeah, there's a few others that's been popping up on the scan. I'll talk about some from just this week. So PROK is one that paid us out this week. It's kind of having on the back burner. Looking to see if it rallied 2 days. We traded it, and it didn't drop. So we may potentially have some continuation there. So we'll see. We'll watch and see what happens on there. So I just have alarms set, but nothing is active for me right now. But just set alarms here so that I can take advantage of it if it plays out, if it gets active again. I have a few of those. Okay, so I'll just cover those. CLDI is another one. Now AEHR. This one, man, it just kind of fell off the radar for me because they delayed reporting and it dropped. And the second day opening drive, it pushed and then consolidated, and I didn't set alarms after that because it gave another play. So that one's over. I'm gonna take that one off. It's pretty much recovered the move. Sometimes you have a knee-jerk reaction to news that doesn't impact the company long term. So with such a quick decline, we can expect for that, for whatever was lost to recover, and that's where we step in and take the other side. So that's what that play was. And then so we have just a few others. So these SUGP, you may notice these because we traded these this week. So just want to have these on the back burner. Okay. All right. Let me check the comments. Okay. What are you looking at? If I don't, so most of our following trade small caps. So if I don't give commentary on small caps, on like the mid or large caps, it's just because of that. But I'm following them, so please go ahead and drop your questions, and I will try my best to answer them. Okay, so one more that has fresh news, and then we'll conclude. And just for the record, so as you look at Bitcoin, so you saw the breakout there. I'm looking to trade it and the associated equity stocks. This is Marriott. Yeah, right. So the crypto equity. So I'll be looking at both, at all of them, and I'll look at relative volume to see which one is stronger, what gives us our setup. But yeah, so Levi Strauss. So this one reported a beat here on earnings. So I'm watching this one for potential breakout on the opening drive. So we'll see what happens here. If we get a setup on that one. That one is still close to that $20 price range that we normally trade. Okay. All right. Talk to me. What else you got? Any other stocks you want me to take a look at that we haven't covered yet? You know, it's interesting that Bitcoin is, broke out, video times out, and signed into YouTube. I'm not sure if anybody else is having that issue, Sean, but thanks for joining. I hope it's resolved for you. What is your stock selection criteria? For a stock to be in play for me is mainly going to be, we have fresh news, okay? And news varies, the impact of it varies. Fresh news, elevated volume, if it's like a low float stock and there's high float turnover, or higher than normal R-vol, like higher than 5 or so. Just 1 second. Okay, so HOLO microcloud. It's squeezing higher, but we're close to the open. So normally when we're this close, I'll just take a step back and let that opening happen and then see. So that one is squeezing higher. Okay, let me answer a few questions real quick. Reza, thank you. I appreciate it. So, and blessings to Chad. Watch BTC. Yeah, BTCT. It's one of those ones that is on the list. It was just a lot weaker, so I didn't cover it, but I was looking at it as well. Levi earnings breakout. Yep, that's what that one is. Does a bankruptcy announcement typically cause buyer momentum? So what can happen is the sellers can get squeezed on some announcements. It can just be pure speculative trading. I mean, traders are trading against each other. So shorts may get heavy into a stock. They get squeezed out. More buyers jump on. They have to cover, and that thing just creates a parabolic move to the upside. Yeah. So Chris, it depends on. So the broker I use is Lightspeed. Sage Trader is a good one. There's other good brokers, but it depends on what stage you're in. So if you want to use something like Schwab, if you're just getting started and you want to open up a demo, that works out. So, okay. All right. So let me cover a few of these that I didn't. AKBA. So this one is up, but if you look at the volume yesterday and the previous day, looks pretty spotty. So not sure if there's enough to trade there. AKBA, SFRM. I think it's SR. I was looking at Surf as well. This was just one of the ones that, as I mentioned, just kind of on the back burner right now. We'll see. So setting alarms on that one. Watching it there. And SGN, talked about SGN. Just bought half a position on Bitcoin. Okay. Cool. ZBAI. Yeah, so ZBAI, I was looking for a catalyst on this one. And I didn't see it. So this one was on the scan. It crossed VWAP here. So we'll see. I'm going to see what happens here. Like if it, I was trying to spot what was behind the move, or if it was just a pump and dump. So there's a lot of volume on it. So we'll see. See if it breaks that 75 cents level. See what kind of price action we get. Okay. How many trades do you usually get average per day? I know it depends on the market. About 5 to 10. I'm a scalper, so about 5 to 10, but I'm not like a hyper scalper. So some guys are doing like 100 a day, but I'm not there. I'm not on that level. A good non-US broker, Zimtra. So Matthias, just reach out to me directly. Zimtra is a good non-US broker, especially for those, like if you can start off with about 1K, they'll give you leverage of about 4K. Just 1 second, let me plug my charger. All right. My station is like a little bit unset today because of I was out. Okay, thanks, King. We do appreciate you. It's like confirmation. AKBA swing been up. I cut yesterday. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't look at it from that perspective. If you caught it as a swing, it's a lot different. Yeah, if you caught the breakout here, a lot. I was looking at it from a day trading perspective, but yeah, that's good. Okay, all right, y'all. So we have about 4. Yeah. Interactive brokers is cool. Interactive brokers is good too. So it just all depends. So hit me up and we'll talk. We'll talk about it. We'll see what's the best for you. Okay. Just depends on how much starting capital. I think interactive brokers is about 2K to start for international traders. Yo, you right, Brandon. We're on a call yesterday. And what was it? It was a ticker, man, and I didn't have my charger plugged in, and I had to like look down. I was just about to call it. It was something I can't remember what it was, but yeah, you're right, man. And then, man, just some weird stuff happened to me this week. My internet went out. Like the service, they just had a service outage. I have a network guy. So what I did was set up 2 internets, but I'll tell y'all about it. We're about 3 minutes away from the market. So yeah, we'll be together. I hope y'all have a great day. And again, just continue to trade your plan, stick to your routine, and make it a process A+ today. Okay, make it a process A+ today. If it doesn't reflect in your P&L, eventually it will. All right. Hope y'all have a great day. If you're on Twitter or YouTube, if you want to trade with us, hit the link in the description and we'll have a call to see if it's good. For everybody on Zoom, stay on. Let's get it. All right. Hope you have a great day. Talk to y'all later. All right. Bye-bye.